We broke up for 6 months and we came back and we got engaged. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Folashade, and for the new subscribers, welcome on board. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and if you have not subscribed, please do that. Like and share with your friends. So today, God, a girl is engaged. I'm engaged to the love of my life. Yes. And you know, when I got engaged, I got a lot of requests that, okay, how did you meet this person? Because I had a series on my channel whereby I talk about being above 30 and still single. So how come I was talking about being single and next minute I'm engaged? So what is it? Am I hiding something? You should know, guys, I won't be hiding anything from you guys. No, you are my real deal. I won't hide anything from you guys. So I just wanted to relax and grab a popcorn because it's going to be a long gist. I'll definitely be right back. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so what is it about? What is it about my fiance? How did we meet? And what are the things, as in how come people, I know that you guys like gist a lot, and people want to know how we met and okay, what led to this and that, how long have we been together and stuff. Okay, I just want to say this, I want to say this today, that I wasn't lying because actually I have a series on my channel that I talk about how I'm above 30 and I'm still single, and you know, all of a sudden I'm now engaged. So how come is it that I'm not telling them what they need to know? But you know, now my people, I won't hide anything from you guys. I would want to share it with you. Actually, I was single. He has never popped the question as a then, but now that he has popped the question, I think I will talk about how we met and the things, the challenges that we faced and stuff before we end up being together, like before he popped the question. Okay, so I would like to give this background story before going into how I met my fiance. Okay, I'm someone that I've been working for INEC for the past, as an ad hoc staff actually, for the past 15 years, thereabout. Let's say 2005, 2006, that was when I started working for them as an ad hoc staff, and it has been like that for years. There is no election since 2005, 2006. There is no election that would happen that I won't do. Even outside Lagos, because I am based in Lagos, Nigeria. Even outside Lagos, I've done election in Kwara State. I've done election in Osun State. Yes. So that's how passionate I am when it comes to working as an ad hoc staff. So people tell me that, why is it that INEC has not staffed you? Yes. But by the way, so I'm someone that I've been doing that. I shared PVC, I shared national ID card, I did election, I did gubernatorial, I did presidential, I did all sort of it. So this one, 2019, this past election, this recent election, 2019, that was when I met my fiance. Yes, we're actually in the same class. Okay, so when I was in the class, I saw this young, fine, handsome, charming bobo. Immediately I saw him, I'm like, actually it's fine. It's a fine boy. It was like he has a lot of beards on him, and beyond that, I could see that this guy is a fine man. And that was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, it's a fine man. And immediately I just, discard that thought, like, Folashade, what are you thinking? Next time, like, I was just seeing him going up and down. It was just in my face. And I'm like, why is this guy in my face like this? Why is he not sitting there in one place? And, because I've been doing the election of a thing, I'm like, I'm just there for formality's sake, because I know how this thing works. So I usually have my earpiece on. So I think the next day, they traded for 3 days. We met in February. And I want to say this as well, that meeting him is not a mistake. Meeting my fiance is not a mistake. It's something that I prayed for. Because 2019, that was the year I clocked 30. And I remember telling God sincerely from my heart that God, enough is enough. I am tired of being single. Please, it was a heartfelt prayer. Like, it was deep down from my heart that I told God, I am tired of being single. Please, before my birthday is actually coming up and is February 25th. So I'm going to be 32 years old. So I told God, I'm tired of being single. I want to let me meet my husband. I don't know how. I don't even care how. I just want to meet this man. I'm tired. And before you know it, and I prayed that prayer and I left it. And you know, I went about with my job, my activity, my life. So when we're in the class, I think the second day of the class, we're asked to play out, because that's the way. No, the last day. I saw him on the first day. On the second day, yes, the last day of the class, we're asked after the training, we were asked to play out the role, like how the election day is going to be. So we should play it out. And I was part of the people that is going to play it out. And he was the police officer. So I'm part of the citizen that has come to exercise a civic right. So as I was going, I've voted, I've dropped it in the ballot box. And as I was passing, there is a particular place I had to pass, like when after dropping the votes, after dropping it in the ballot box, there's a particular place I needed to pass. Long story short, I passed the wrong place, and everyone was like, no, you shouldn't pass it. The next thing, like police, and he on the other hand was carried away, gisting with some other people, so he didn't know when I passed the wrong side. So as I passed the other side, and everybody was like clamoring that why I shouldn't pass there. This is the next thing was like, why did you pass there? I just faced them like, hello, excuse me, you're actually gisting. So how will you know if I passed the wrong place? And you know what? He was just looking at me, and I'm like, excuse me. And he that ought to direct me to the right path was busy gisting, so he was carried away. He was not even watching what was happening, and that was it. After the play and everything, we ended the training and everybody left. And I was going on. I was on the stairs. I could remember vividly. This man here run after me. I said, sorry, can I have your digits? And I'm like, we didn't even say. The first time we're going to exchange words was not quite long. That I was like, snapped at him like, you were the one that is at fault. You should have directed me to the right path. So it was strange that someone that we didn't even have any conversation prior to that time, and we're in the same class for 3 days. Why is it that when I was going on? And to cut the long story short, we started talking, we became friends, very close. Then, please, I need to tell you guys, my husband is a pastor. And you know pastors now. I had to pray about it. He has to pray about it. We need confirmation before we can go ahead and say, okay, we want to start dating each other. So I think in May or June, I can't remember now, since 2019, we started dating officially. But we broke up for 6 months and we came back and got engaged. So guys, I know you want to hear gist. Yeah, now. So I told you, today is gist day. So let me continue. So after we started dating, everything, it was so, and you know, I want to say something apart from, before I go into the 6 months break that we had. You know, a lot of us, when we pray together and tell God, oh God, I need so thing, and when God gives you that thing, God gives us what we need, not what we want. A lot of times when the things we need comes, it doesn't come in what we want. Do you understand? So when it comes like that, we're like, I don't like this thing, I'm tired. So I did the same thing. By the time it comes, we'll be like, we don't want this thing, we don't want this. And I tell you, we misbehave. And I did the same thing. I can boldly tell you that God had mercy on me and He gave me second chance with my fiancé. He gave me second chance. If not, I would have lost him. I would have used my boyfriend, my husband to be boyfriend and boyfriend to be husband. So it's very important that when we it's very important that we ask God for something. Let us be very sensitive. That is the word. Let us be very, very sensitive in that period, because I forgot totally. Even when God granted that prayer in that month, I still forget that. This is what I asked God for. Is everything I asked God for and more. But like I'm a very fashionable person, and he on the other hand is not fashionable. Forgetting that all these things can be put in place. All these things, I'm like, I like guys that wear all this beard gang. This, I won't lie to you, sisters. I won't, bros. I won't lie to you. I'm one of those ladies that say, I like tall, dark, and handsome. Yes. Who doesn't like fine boy? But sometimes you need to refine that person. You need to refine him for him to be that thing you want him to be. I still have some things in me that he needs to refine, But I forgot to tell you that these things, they are something that we can work on. They are something that you can change. So it's very important as an individual that we are sensitive to the things that we tell God, because we don't know when God has answered the prayer, when He will. So it's very important that we are very, very, very sensitive. So back to my gist and why we broke up. So he's this person that is a lover boy. He's very romantic. So, and me on the other hand, I am not. The way he was showing me love was too much for me. So I felt like, I beg. Seems this thing is fake. This guy want to finish me with love. I'm tired. So I started misbehaving. And that's, devil, when God granted your request, devil too, he heard down. So he will send another person. So there was another guy in the picture that was disturbing me and stuff like that. That will be a gist for another day.